We're here live at the premiere of Buffalo Girls. We're back here at the premiere of Buffalo Girls with the director TK, who put this all together, and Johnny Hogan, who from 858 Fight Shop, who made this all happen. Incredible to have you both here. TK, let's start with you. What was your inspiration of putting this together?
I'll tell you what inspired me was I met Stam, the star of the movie. I saw her, and she was an amazing kid. She was just got out of the ring. She was about this tall, and I asked her, why is she fighting? She said, for money. I knew a little kid working that hard to make money must be an incredible story.
So you actually lived there for 3 years. You're right there filming day to day, and had this dream of making this happen. What are the kids doing now? How's their career gone since?
Well, now Stam is she's not getting any fights because she's much older now, so she can't really get any fights. Everybody's afraid of her. Right. So she's sitting on the belt, chilling out. She's good. She has her house. Right. Pet is now the champion of Patum Thani, which is good because she doesn't win a lot in the film. Now that we left, she's started winning quite a bit.
Great. And where can people check this film out? Is it going to be available, on the internet for people to see? DVDs? What's going on with it?
It will. It'll be out on DVD in April. It'll be on Netflix and Hulu in April, hopefully. That's when we're scheduled to be programmed.
Great. BuffaloGirls.com, or what is it?
Well, yeah, BuffaloGirlsThemovie.com.
Great.
And Buffalo Girls on Facebook.
Great. And props, we have to say, Johnny Hogan, 858 Fight Shop, you put this together, an incredible event for not only the Muay Thai community, but everybody in mixed martial arts, but really bringing them together and getting an awareness of what's going on. Thank you for doing so. And what motivated you to do this?
You put me on the spot. It was
It's what I do, Johnny.
Going to Thailand and seeing the haves and have-nots, and it's real emotional for me. But it was amazing. It was a great night for San Diego Muay Thai, and I mean, we couldn't have done it without the sponsors. Like your insurance company, Zions, Triumph United, Osiris, Aqua Hydrate. I mean, it was amazing. And it hits a chord with me. I'm actually going to move to Thailand and looking into opening up a nonprofit organization, teaching kids jiu-jitsu there, and it's kind of changed my life. It really has, in a positive way. So, great. Very emotional subject for me. Sorry.
No, and that's great. I mean, everybody who's here knows your emotion, knows your passion, and we appreciate you bringing us all together. I mean, without you, this wouldn't have happened as well in the San Diego community. So your big heart has really made it happen. So props to 858. Are you going to continue to run 858 while you're gone?
Yeah. It pretty much runs itself. If I've set it up that way, and and another thing, I couldn't have done it without TK. I mean, TK, we were back and forth on the internet, and at the beginning, I never thought it was going to happen, and when it did, it's amazing this night came together. Nobody's ever, I'm not trying to say I'm the Pied Piper of Muay Thai, but, I brought together a lot of different factions and probably never would have got together. So it was really cool to see that dynamic and see them all come under one roof and, get along with each other, which is really hard to do, and, just have a good night. And, like I said, without TK in the movie, this never would have happened, and it's inspired me, and I'm going to do bigger and better things, and it's kind of pretty heavy.
Great. Well, we're looking forward to seeing both you, following you, Johnny, as well as you, TK. An amazing production. Thank you for bringing this all together. It's been an honor to be here. Carlos Kremer, right here with TK, Johnny Hogan, 858 Fight Shop. We're at the premiere of Buffalo Girls. Stay tuned. Watch it when you can. Thank you. We're back at the premiere of Buffalo Girls with crew Alex Palma, a legend in the Muay Thai community. Yes, you are. And you know what? Maker of champions. Maker of champions. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. I've just been lucky. That's it.
Right. Lucky for a very long time, everybody. Coach Alex, crew, will you tell us a little bit about your journey in Muay Thai? You started fighting at the age of 8 in San Francisco. Tell us about the journey.
Started learning Muay Thai when I was 8. I didn't really compete until I was in my teens. Back in those days, Muay Thai was not a sanctioned event, so it was kind of like a school would hold something and people would just compete. Right. And you could actually fight multiple times, so in that sense. And went to Europe and kind of, wanted to see how I would do there, because a friend of mine in Sweden was actually competing, and he knew that, hey, you want to give it a try. I know that you've been doing it for a long time. So I said, okay, well, we'll give it a try. Tried out and did very well. 2-year contract, and it basically turned to 12 years.
Great. Tiffany Van Sos, everybody. How are you, Tiffany?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Great. Congratulations on your last win. Huge. We understand you're fighting again in March.
4 weeks.
Natalie.
4 weeks.
4 weeks?
Yes, sir.
And tell us about the impact that crew coach has made on you, Alex Palma. I mean, your development's been incredible.
White hair.
I don't have time to write a novel right now, but I'll keep it really short and sweet. He's changed my life completely and totally, and I wouldn't be who I am today, standing here right now at this moment, if it wasn't for this man right here. I owe him everything. So the best way I honor him is to work as hard as I possibly can and keep being successful, and through my fighting show the talent that he has. So we're a team, and like I said, I wouldn't be who I am or where I am today without him.
Thank you both for coming. Appreciate it. We'll look forward to following you and your success in the future, and have a great night. We're here live at the premiere of Buffalo Girls. We have none other than Dr. Evil Manolo El Hurricane Hernandez. Runs a show at San Diego Combat Academy. Thank you. Let's talk about, you're the head trainer, the man in charge, and the one getting Liz Carmouche ready for her fight. How's she doing?
She's doing good. We're going to take that belt. I made a little space there for that little belt they got there, the little UFC belt. No big deal.
No big deal, but you know what? She's going against Ronda Rousey, which is, the first woman ever to be handed a belt by Dana White. And
handed a belt.
Handed a belt. And Liz is going to take that away, you're saying?
She's going to earn it.
Tell us a little bit, Manolo, about your career. I know you're a black belt in jiu-jitsu. You've been training for a long time as well. Tell us how you got started and how you started coaching others.
I started out in American kickboxing, the real kickboxing, and then what I did is I started jiu-jitsu so I could beat up jiu-jitsu guys. And then what happened is I just started building up other fighters, and it became my hobby, and then soon became my passion.
Great. And the Combat Academy is relatively new, right? A year or two old, but is exploding right now.
Yeah. It's 2 years old, and we put 3 fighters in the UFC so far, and others in Bellator, and so we're doing our best. You know what I mean? I think the secret to a good gym is absolutely giving a fuck about whether or not your guys are going to do well.
And that's one thing you do. It's located right off Mission Gorge as well. So centrally located, fighters can come check out a class for free.
Come check it out. We have a location on Convoy. The one that was formerly the boxing club is not the boxing club anymore. And the other one is on Mission Gorge, 6008. Come in anytime. We'd love to have you.
There we go. And by the way, this is the man, as we say, for the first women's UFC title fight. In the corner of Liz Carmouche, getting her ready. And again, all our best to you and Liz. I know you guys have been training your ass off, so you're going to have a great fight. We're here at the premiere Buffalo Girls. We're with WBC national champion Dave Nielsen. How are you, Dave? Cruiserweight champ. Great to see you, and supporting the Muay Thai community as always.
Absolutely. It was an amazing show. It was an amazing show. Really touching. I think it shed a lot of light on what Thai boxing is like in Thailand, what these young ladies are doing, and it gives some perspective to Thai boxers here in the U.S. and even students of Muay Thai, who probably complain a little bit too much during training.
Tell us about you. What's next for you in your career? You have a fight coming up, or what's going on?
I do. I fight April 6th at Pachanga Casino for the WCK, Dennis Warner. That should be exciting. My title's at 190 pounds, cruiserweight. I'm actually going to be dropping down a weight class for the first time for this next show, and we're going to see how it goes. Maybe we'll cut a little weight like all these other guys do. I usually fight at my own weight, more like the Europeans and like the Thais do.
Right.
But a lot of the guys here in the U.S. like to cut weight, so I thought I'd try it once and see if I like it.
Dave Nielsen, everybody, WBC national champion Muay Thai, owns a studio in Pacific Beach. Hit him up. Thank you for coming to the premiere.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. We're here at the premiere Buffalo Girls with none other than head striking coach of Team Quest, formerly and now running Triple Threat Gym, Ed Buckley. If you haven't seen this man, you better understand who he is. He's in the corner of UFC fighters, Bellator fighters. He's all over the map. Ed, thank you for joining us tonight.
Hey, you're welcome, man. It's a pleasure to be here.
We appreciate it. Tell us about your involvement in Muay Thai, how you're supporting the community, and how you grew as a fighter.
My involvement in Muay Thai goes back about a little over 20 years at Black Tiger Gym. I'm one of the original Muay Thai instructors here in San Diego.
One of the first gyms.
Yes, correct.
And I'll tell you what, if you want to follow him on Facebook, he's got some of the best posts I've ever seen. Ed Buckley, everybody, thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
All right, thank you.
I'm just doing whatever I can to support the Muay Thai community. Johnny's a great guy. I'll put this show together, bring the whole, the whole Muay Thai community, as far as like all the gyms, all the striking coaches together, and it's a beautiful thing watching Buffalo Girls.
Well, a class act all the way around. You can hit him up on Facebook, Excel Tabor. Thank you for joining and supporting the Muay Thai community as you do. We appreciate you at all times.
Awesome. Thank you,
all right, thank you.
All right.
We're joined right now by none other than John Vargas, owner of Valor Fight Club in downtown San Diego, also a professional fighter. How you doing, John, and what do you think of the event tonight?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. The event was awesome. Very good movie. Basically, it lets everybody see the other side of the sport that you don't get to see here in the United States. It was 100% true.
And speaking of that, it was very emotional to see, but also for some of the people that are training Muay Thai or training, they don't have it so tough, do they, compared to what we saw tonight?
Oh, not at all. Here in the United States, it's easy. It's a cakewalk, you know what I mean? But, yeah, it definitely got emotional. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody was dropping tears at some point in the movie. Yeah, definitely.
A pleasure to have you here. Thank you, my man, and we look forward to following you in the future.
Thanks, Carlos. Have a good one.
Thank you. Carlos Kremer, joined by young sensation Courtney Cardoza. You're sponsored by 8 Fight Shop. You do jiu-jitsu. What did you think of the film tonight, Courtney?
It was good. Those girls were very tough. One day I'd like to fight with them and see how good they are by myself, and to see like if we could go and if I could last all the rounds.
We appreciate you being here. She's sponsored by 858 Fight Shop, who's put on this amazing event. Courtney Cardoza, you're beautiful. Keep it up. We believe in you, and you're hitting the big time early. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, we're back. We're with Sky Andren from Fight Legion. What did you think of the show and bringing the Muay Thai community together?
The movie was awesome. We really appreciate John and 858. This is a unique experience, in the San Diego area. I believe it's the first time it's ever been done.
Tell us your involvement, and how long have you been involved in helping other fighters?
I've been helping other fighters for several years, approximately 4 years. I started off with primarily MMA, then started working with MMA fighters, and it's progressed from there.
Well, it's a pleasure you coming here, Sky Andren, everybody from Fight Legion. Thank you very much for your involvement, giving back to the community, and being here with 858 Fight Shop for Buffalo Girls.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you. Have a great night. All right. Bye-bye. We're here live at the premiere of Buffalo Girls, a showing for the Muay Thai community and all of MMA. We're here joined by none other than Gary Padilla, mixed martial artist, professional fighter, jiu-jitsu brown belt. How are you doing, Gary?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Good. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you supporting the event. Tell us a little bit about you, how you started in MMA and how you support MMA as well.
Well, my start at MMA, basically, I just went to a small gym, learned how to do some submissions here and there. Total Combat was the only show at that time. They were running a good show, and I got offered a fight, took it, and after that it was like wildfire. Just I can actually get paid and make a living doing this. So from there on, I just hit it, MMA.
And I can tell you from personal experience, one of the many badasses in San Diego, supporting the MMA community, humble guy, incredible fighter. Thank you, Gary, for supporting the night and coming to the premiere of Buffalo Girls.
Yeah, thank you guys. You have a good night.
Thank you.